All right, I'm here in my old office. It's a little scary to show anyone. I have a curtain on the door so people walking by can't see in because it's a little embarrassing. But I want to talk about my first goal in growing my reselling business. That is to actually use the stuff I've already bought. I have a lot of stock in my office here. I have a storage unit on premise, which is next to my new office. And I also have another storage unit. Plus, I forgot about the stuff in my garage. So I'm hoping to get that out this summer so I can give the garage over to my husband and he's going to do some fun stuff in there. But I thought, okay, what better way to do this than to not spend any more money? So in June, my goal is to not shop, which is going to be so hard. I mean, it's garage sale season. I have waited all winter for garage sale season, and I'm not going to get to go, but that's okay. I am going to make it my mission to sort through things, to get things listed, and just shop for myself. And I'm going to treat it as such. I've got a little wagon, and I've got bags, of course, and I am just going to go in daily and pick out things and make sure they're inventoried. That's another thing, making sure my inventory is up to date. And I'm just going to get everything listed and sold hopefully, cross my fingers. But I'm going to just do my best to shop from my own stock and get things listed. So I'm going to show you around. You can see this was my makeshift shipping station. And it also has some of the things left over from my coffee shop. My family and I owned a coffee shop. I worked with my two daughters and my son-in-law for 5 years, a little over 5 years, and it was great. But they moved on to other things, which was supposed to happen. And I worked the last year by myself, and it was hard, but I did have help on Saturdays. Hi, Rebecca. It was a lot of fun, but mostly by myself. Yeah. And so I still have some gear to sell. And so my office that I'm in now, that was in my first short that I just did, that's my old coffee shop. I decided to keep the building and just make it my space because I love the building and we've had so much fun in it that I'm going to stay there. This office was great to start with, but it's time to move on and just get a space that I really love being in. So here, I'll show you. So that was my shipping station. There's another storage room back there, which I'll show you. My teas. I love my teas from my shop. So that'll be moving down below with me too. And then over here, you can see this is supposed to be my check-in station. When I bring stuff in that I just bought, I'm supposed to go through it and inventory and mark it in. But unfortunately, it's just sort of piled. So I've got a lot of really cool things. I've got artwork and I've got clothes and I've got all kinds of stuff. And then I'm going to take you into the back room here. This is another little space. It was going to be my studio. I'll put the light on there. And unfortunately, I have a very small walkway to walk in. So here, let me turn you around and I'll show you. Okay, so here's the trail, a little tiny walkway to go into this room. But this is how good of a shopper I am. And now I want to be a reseller. So here's items and things and cups that I had organized to do maybe a whatnot sale, which I might still do. I've got some storage behind the door. And going down, I've got lots of plush. I'm going to say those Disney plush are from like 8 years ago, and I've just been moving with them and carrying them around. This is a nice wicker plant stand that I've got to get done. Here's my art over here. And I've got to go through and get all those things listed. In the back is some shipping supplies, but behind all that is jewelry because I love vintage jewelry and I really want to do jewelry also. All right, this is where I'm going to start my shopping. Get my light to turn on. Hello. Hello, light. Where are you? There we go. All right, so I just put this in. So this is actually organized for me. If you see, I've got lamps along the top. And I made all these little colored shelves. I was pretty proud of myself. Those are actually empty tubs, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I've got like ceramics over here. I've got some milk glass. I've got my colored glass, things that aren't done yet. Clothes. I don't have that much out because I don't do a lot of clothes, but get back into it. Up above here, I've got some salt and pepper shakers, some creamers and sugar sets, some more vintage mugs, games. Here's my colored glass. Now, not everything in here is inventoried. I kind of have this little sticker system. If it has a star, it means it's been inventoried and listed online. If it has like this little kid sticker on the top, that means I've inventoried it, but I haven't listed it yet. So I'm hoping to get to the point to get through here. And this is where I'll come. And these are vases up here. I've got some more there. Some interesting glass pieces. Shoes, they're in bags, but eventually they'll be on the shoe rack. This is going to be miscellaneous household stuff. I've got some, like you see, some spiralizers and graters and ice makers. Over here is my vintage barware. It's something I really love. Now, I have a big table in the way, but it's a vintage lane coffee table. Gorgeous. It's got a glass top, but I need to move that out of here. So I'm cleaning out another space to put all the furniture, which I don't do a lot of, but when I see it. But here I've got my different bar sets. I've got decanters, holders, and then my ice buckets. I love a vintage ice bucket. And then some more metal things down there. I have plush there, but most of my plush is in my office still. And then I've got things like this where I go shopping. I've got a great couple of stores that I'll show you eventually. Okay, so I'm going to keep this storage unit. It's easy to access. It's temperature controlled. And it's just, my office is literally just down in a parking lot from here. So it's really easy just to come up and grab what I need as it sells or to put it into inventory. So that's my goal. I have 2 weeks to empty out my original office that you saw. So I need to get everything moved out of there and get it inventoried, or at least get it down to my shop so I can work on it. As soon as I get that done and get this stuff caught up, I'm going to start inventorying and emptying out my other storage unit. So that's why I have a lot of shopping I can do on my own. I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to spend any more money. My goal is $0 out and just start getting things listed and hopefully getting the money in. If you want to join me, let me know. Comment below and tell me that you're also going to do a no spend June. I think it's going to be a great time. Get caught up on stuff, get ready for the fall, get ready when things get busy, and just feel, I don't know, at peace. It's just the clutter, the piles, it's like draining. You know what it's like. So as always, remember, dream big, work hard, and look for adventure. We'll see you next time.